Hello, my name is Paul Salopek, and I'm a journalist and National Geographic Fellow.
Over the past 2.5 years, I've walked about 4,000 miles out of Africa as part of a project called the Out of Eden Walk.
Paul is doing something that directly correlates to what we do here at Philmont. We send 22,000 kids out on 12-day backpacking trips every single summer.
The Pulitzer Center is following the track of a man named Paul Salopek, who is on a long journey out of Eden, following the routes of mankind as they moved across the world.
What Paul is doing, outlined in the Passport Journal, encourages them to take that moment throughout the day. As Paul is recording his milestones every 100 miles, we are asking that crews take milestones, set specific milestones for each day, and that whenever they sit down to eat lunch or they sit down at a vista, that they take time to think and reflect, to be observant about where they are.
So, Mr. Salopek asked you guys to write milestones. So who here got a Passport Journal from the Welcome Center? Alright, so you're gonna take those Passport Journals, and we want you guys to stop every single day and write something down.
I just thought it was pretty inspirational being out, this guy going hiking all the way around the world. And people think like just hiking a few miles here is a lot, but then this guy's going all the way around the world.
As Paul is walking on his journey, he's experiencing a different type of people and place. Our participants have the same opportunity to experience a timeline of what has happened in northern New Mexico.
Well, I think the change that I see is that it's given kids a reason to journal, a reason to capture a story, and that's through that milestone that happens every day, we hope, along the trek. I've been amazed at camps that I've been at where I've seen a kid over to the side, sitting down with his journal, writing something in it, and that didn't happen before we had the Out of Eden project.
Write what you experience, guys. It's not necessarily always what you do. Sometimes it's moments. Sometimes there's a thought that comes to your head. Sometimes there's a person who said something or did something or talked about something. Whatever it is, write it down.
I kind of just put some of the things that went wrong with the day that I'm going to kind of reflect on. If I ever come back out here, I know what to do different. And I also write down the good things so that if I do come back out here, I can look forward to those things.
Writing my passport's nice because through the day you forget a lot of little things, but if at the end of the day, if you go through and write in your passport, you remember every single little thing that you did that was actually really meaningful.
Sometimes when you're slowing down and having to be thoughtful, you start to look around and you're more aware.
Walking is more a mechanism to slow me down, to slow down my reporting, to slow down my storytelling, so that I can immerse myself in the lives of the people who I'm walking through. In this way, I hope to add more meaning and more thoughtfulness to the global stories of our day that are reported in nanoseconds.
The Out of Eden project, where you have the chance through slow journalism to record your thoughts, to draw sketch pictures in a journal about an experience, is something that I think is incredibly important for kids to look back to later on in their life when they're remembering the journey that they went on.
Look around. This is not something you're going to see every day when you wake up in the morning and you're getting ready for school. Look around. See, hear, feel, experience.
Yeah, slowing down, it makes you see a lot more. You get to see more of the wildlife, more of the trees around you, more of the nature. You get to, if you're quiet and walking slow, you get to hear more of the things that interact around you. You could hear the water flowing, you could hear the trees blowing through the wind.
Now, Paul has taped some presentations, which you'll hear tonight at the opening and again at the closing, that help us reflect on this experience that we've been asked to do this summer.
I'm talking to you from the Republic of Georgia, the Caucasus. So hopefully I'll see you out on the trail someday. Happy walking.
and good luck.
I think this is going really well so far. It has been amazing to see participants and kids, sitting on porches, writing in their journals, to see the staff, using the journals, sharing Paul's story with the staff, to hear how silent at the opening and closing campfires people become when Paul's video comes on, shows the weight of what he's doing.
Well, after we watched the video about him, what we started to do was take pictures of every campsite and everything like that. So we get to see when we look back in our photos how the environment changed, because it goes from sandy and desert to swamp almost instantly, and it's nice to see the change.
We really want all of our participants to think about what they're doing, why they're here, how it's going to affect them in the future. It takes a lot of confidence to set out on a journey around the world, and that same confidence is what I hope each participant attains while they're here at Philmont.
Every time we go to a staff camp, we can stand where we've been, elevation, but under that we can write down all our experiences, what we did, anything funny, anything really cool, and it's all go into one place. And 15, 20 years later, we can just come back and look at it and it's all there. It's really cool.